What's going on, everybody? This is Joseph from Nerds of Matrimony. Welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. So in the last episode, we went out and defeated the giant horse Phaedra in the graveyard, and we felt really bad about it. So what better way to make us feel better than to go kill another Colossus? Yay! Let's just face it, we're murderers. So this Colossus is actually fairly close to where Phaedra was. I thought this one was further away for some reason. So I guess it's the sixth Colossus, the next Colossus we're going to fight. That's when they start getting pretty far away from the Shrine of Worship. But anyways, this one's fairly close by to where Phaedra was. You're going to kind of go in the same direction, but instead of going on the right side of this big mountain, you're going to go on to the left side of it. And this will take you into a curvy pathway over a cliff, and then you'll come into a ruin over a lake, and that's where you fight him. Now, a lot of people, and I kind of alluded to this in the last video, but a lot of people consider this to be not only the best boss fight in this game, but also one of the best boss fights ever in video games, and I would definitely have to agree. This Colossus is definitely my favorite one to fight in the game. He's not my favorite looking one. We haven't gotten to that one yet. My favorite looking one is number 13, but we'll get to that one when we get to him. But this is definitely my favorite one to fight, and I think the reason that it is, and I think the reason that a lot of people like this fight, is just the notion of what you're doing. Not only that, but also where you fight him, because where you fight this Colossus, the area you fight him in is pretty epic. So we're going to go through this clearing right here, and this is going to take us into some ruins that have been flooded, and we're going to have to navigate through these in order to get over to him. Alright, so when you get over here, you want to just jump in the water. You actually have to swim under this ruin here. So you kind of have to figure this out on your own. Alright, so we're just going to swim under here. When you come over on the other side, you're going to find a little ladder that you're going to climb up, and these little ledges that stick out of the wall here. I just think this is so cool, like this entire, flooded ruin area. Kind of makes you wonder what it used to be, Kind of shows signs of a lost civilization. Alright, so once you run up here, then this will trigger a cutscene, and the Colossus will show up. And this guy may look small, but believe me, he's a lot bigger than what he looks like. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to AVION, also known as the Delta Phoenix. Yes, this is a giant bird Colossus, and my goodness, does he look intimidating sitting up there. It's like he could pounce down on you at any moment. He just sits up there and stares at you, just staring you down. So in order to actually get on him, this is another Colossus that's actually passive. He will not attack unless provoked. So you want to come over to where these three platforms are that are sticking out of the water. I thought you could stand on one of the side ones. I'm pretty sure you can, but it didn't work for me here. But basically, you want to stand on one of these, you shoot him with an arrow, and then he will fly towards you. When he flies towards you, you're going to have to time your jump to where you grab onto the front of his wings. There's a small patch of fur that you can grab onto. If you mistime it, if you jump too soon, then when he flies over you, the wind will knock you back and damage you. And obviously, if you wait too long to jump, he'll just plow right into you. Alright, so here he comes. and I thought I could grab onto him, but I didn't. So he's actually going to come back around for another round. He does this twice. If you miss him both times, he'll just go back and sit up on the perch, and you'll have to start over. But now I'm in the middle, so now I'm going to grab on. So there we go. So yes, this entire fight takes place in the air while he's flying around, and oh my gosh, this is so epic. The music to this fight is epic. The Colossus itself is epic. This whole fight is amazing. As you're hanging on for dear life as this thing is flying around, you have to navigate throughout its body to find its weak spots. And yes, pay attention to how he is moving, because when he goes to turn, his body will tilt. When he does that, you want to immediately grab on, because otherwise you will fall. So he has 3 weak points. He has one on each of his wings and one here on the end of his tail. So we're going to take out the tail first, because this one is the easiest. And be careful, because he does like to fly upside down at some points, and you really can't do anything when he does that. Alright, so that glyph is done, so now we're going to go after his wings. So we're going to go on his right wing first. So as you can see here, he started tilting, so I decided to hold on. Basically, really, you want to wait until he straightens out his body. That's when you run. That's when you want to run. But yeah, this fight is just so freaking cool. You're fighting against this giant bird in over this lake that's flooded these ruins. Just so freaking cool. Alright, so yes, when you get onto his wings, he'll start flapping them more, and he'll start turning upside down once you start stabbing him. Don't worry, if you lose your grip here, you'll just fall into the water and you'll have to make your way back over to the 3 platforms. He'll actually continue to fly around, and when he does that, you'll have to shoot him with an arrow, and you'll know the arrow connects because he'll make a little noise. And when he makes that noise, he'll start to fly back towards you, and you'll have to jump onto him again. So I actually managed to get this glyph. These only take 2 hits apiece, or 2 big stabs. And I tried regaining my stamina by standing up for a small moment, and he threw me off. Alright, so he's going to continue to fly around. I'm going to try to search for the 3 platforms here, and I totally get turned around here. This is one problem with this fight. When you get thrown off back into the lake, it can be kind of difficult to gather yourself and, you know, figure out where you are in relation to those platforms. So I'm trying to figure out where they are. I'm like looking underwater to see if I can see the structures underwater, and I'm not seeing them. They're actually right on the other side of this thing. Not that thing, but this big thing right here. They're actually right on the other side of that. Because that tall tower, that skinny tower that you saw back there, that's where he perched. So if I actually just go around this thing right here, they're actually on the other side, but I don't bother doing that right now because I'm an idiot. So that's actually where I started. That's where you jumped in. So I'm like trying to orient myself here, and I'm like, where are those platforms at? I also like how the music changes. Like when you're fighting him, it's all intense, and then when you get thrown off back into the lake, it goes all calm and quiet again. He's flying right over me. That's a scary sight. Yeah, I'm like, I'm totally lost right now. I'm like completely turned around. So I'm like, okay, I'll just start swimming this way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I see him! Yay! Now he basically just flies around this place in a giant circle. So when you get onto these platforms, you want to try to aim an arrow at him. You're going to have to lead him, obviously. Basically just keep shooting arrow after arrow until you hit him. So really the best spot to try to hit him is when he circles around this tower over here, because he will come fairly close to you, and it's usually easy to hit him right there. And I swear I hit him a few times here. I don't know what was going on. Obviously I didn't hit him there. But yeah, as he comes around this tower here, he will come fairly close to you, so this is really where you want to try to shoot him when he comes around here. Look at that, he's just staring me down. I thought that hit him. I guess it went a little bit underneath him. So yeah, this will just test your aiming skills. And he will not attack you until you hit him with an arrow. He'll just continue to fly around. Once again, he's a passive Colossus. You know, again, kind of makes you question if you're doing the right thing or not, because, you know, I mean, obviously, we were just on him, stabbing him to death, and now we're not on him, and he's all calm and, you know, just chilling out now. No problem. It's like, obviously, this is a peaceful creature. Like, why are we killing it? It's not doing anything wrong. Just flying around here in this lake. Kind of makes you wonder if he ever leaves this area. Like, does he fly around in other parts of the world? Yeah, you kind of have to wonder that. Like, I mean, obviously Gaius can't really go anywhere because he's kind of stuck on that lake, but, you know, like, Valus the Minotaur, like, does he walk around in other places of the world? Kind of makes you wonder. Yeah, I'm totally failing at hitting this guy. Once again, though, the good thing is you have unlimited arrows, so feel free to just shoot away. And yeah, I tried whistling for him, but that actually doesn't work. You actually have to hit him with an arrow. Alright, so he actually made the noise right there, so he's actually going to turn around. And he's going to come after me. So I don't see him come around the tower. I'm like, oh, he's coming after me. Now this can be a little bit hard to time here when he does this the second time, because he's going to, like, fly right up just to where you are and then immediately swoop down on you. So it can be a little bit hard to time. So basically just watch for the top of the screen, because that's where he's going to come from. Alright, so I've gotten back onto him. Now we're going to go over to the other wing and take out that weak spot. This isn't the hardest Colossus to fight by far, but it is the most fun. It's just so thrilling just being on this giant bird. It's just flying around. You're this tiny little ant just crawling on him. Alright, so here we go. 2 more stabs and it is over with. If I could actually get on the glyph. Alright, here we go. 1 stab. Now he's going to hang upside down. This is so epic right here. He has a complete 360. Do a barrel roll! And now he's dead. Down goes the mighty Delta Phoenix as he plummets into the lake and we fall off. Alright, so his dead body is over there. So we're going to swim away from it because, oh, yep. There it comes. Oh no, there it is. We're going to swim away. Swim away! Swim away! Oh, I got to get out of this lake. I got to get out of here. I got to find aggro. Oh no, it's coming after me. It's coming after me. No! No! Blah, 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 blah. Thy next foe is Santa Claus! No, seriously, wait until you see him. If there was any Colossus that resembles Santa Claus, it's definitely the next one. Alright, so that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. That fight was pretty epic. Join me next time when we will take on Colossus number 6. This is Joseph from Nerds of Matrimony saying thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.